Hello everyone, this is Yvonne from Yvonne Ceramics. Welcome to day 19 of my ceramic residency here in Arita, Japan. I can't believe how quickly the time has flown by. It feels like just yesterday I arrived, full of excitement and curiosity, and now I'm already packing up to leave. Today was all about preparing to go home. I had to carefully pack my ceramics into my luggage. Some of my pieces are still in the kiln and I won't be able to see them finish before I leave. The residency coordinator kindly offered to mail them to me once they are done firing, which I am so grateful for. It is a strange feeling to pour so much time into a piece and then leave before seeing the final result. But I guess that's part of trusting the process. In the evening, I had my very last pottery class with Ken-san. The class began with him preparing the clay. The porcelain clay we were using that night was a little too wet, so he showed me a technique called slam wedging, where he slammed the clay onto the wedging table, folding and pressing until it had the right consistency for throwing. Once the clay was ready, we moved over to the wheel. Throwing porcelain has never been easy for me. It is a much less forgiving clay than the other clay. On my very first day here, I remember struggling just to center a small lump of clay. Even making a tiny bowl felt impossible and the bowl kept collapsing. But now on my last class, I could really feel the difference. My hands were steadier and I could pull up the walls. I was finally able to center a small lump of clay and make it into the shape of a bowl. It wasn't perfect, but it felt such a milestone compared to where I started. Ken-san guided me with patience, reminding me that progress is about small improvements over time. At the end, we cut our bowls in half to check the thickness of the walls. It was eye-opening to see where I had too much clay and where it was uneven. Instead of feeling discouraged, I felt encouraged. This last class showed me just how far I've come in these 4 weeks and how much more I want to keep learning when I go home. As I finished the class, I felt a mix of emotions and gratefulness for all the knowledge I have gained, but also sad to know this residency is almost over. Day 19 was all about preparing to leave, reflecting on what I've learned, and savoring these last moments in the studio. So that's it for day 19. See you in the next video. Bye bye.